Well, hey friends, welcome to this episode of Be Amazing. It's been way too long since I recorded one of these, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today because it just is. I just had some things that I need to step away from for a while, but I am re-energized and ready to get back to trying to share these little video encouragements with you on a weekly basis. And as you can tell, I'm doing what probably shouldn't be done at home, and that is recording a video while driving, which also explains why you may not get good eye contact from me because I need to be watching the road. But I'm doing this today because I'm on the way to the third funeral in the last 10 days or so of people that I considered heroes. Now, some I was closer to than others, but the two of them were in their 80s. The one I'm going to today was in his 90s. All of them spent more than half a century in some kind of ministry. Two of them as pastors and one as the founder and director of an international ministry to families. But I've just thought so much about these guys as I have gone to attend their funeral services. All of them I considered friends. Some I spent more time with than others. But I'm thinking about today what it takes to keep going for that kind of longevity. The one I'm going to today was a pastor. Before he finally retired, he was a pastor for 65 years. And I've had some great conversations with him over the years about some of the things that he saw, and just imagine the things that changed and the different ways that he had to adjust to being a pastor. And I was actually at the service, his final Sunday as a pastor, and got to speak at that and talk about transitions. And I'm just thinking today about the examples that people have been to me. I have this past fall, I celebrated 40 years since my first church job, even though it was a volunteer position, but it was a volunteer church staff position. And so but I have so far to go. And at the age of 56, I intend that I have a whole lot of living left to do, and a whole lot of ministry left to do, and a whole lot of legacy yet to create. And whenever the time comes that people are attending my funeral service, what will they see in terms of faithfulness and longevity and continuing to be effective and continuing to pour into the lives of other people? Because that's what these guys did. There came a time for each one of them where they stepped out from being the person up front and the person who is being noticed, and they became the person who becomes a support and helps to help others step into their destiny. So that's the kind of person I want to be, and that's the kind of person I want to challenge all of us to be. So what I want to leave you with today is I want you to think about the people whose examples you want to emulate. Think about the people whose lives inspire you. And it may be that some of them are still around, and you'd have a chance to tell them right now that they inspire you. And I'm going to encourage you to do that. I actually thought of somebody this morning that I'm going to write a letter to. And the reason I'm going to write a letter is because he's so hard of hearing that a phone call just doesn't work. But I'm going to write him a letter and tell him what an inspiration he's been to me. And I'd encourage you to do the same. So until next time, go and be amazing.